Most of the time, do you find out, and I'm not trying to be mean saying this, it's not a bad dog, it's a bad owner.
It's always the owner.
No. Really?
Always. 100% of the time.
Yeah, but right from the beginning, like when you first have a puppy, right off the bat, you don't think that dog maybe has some issues?
Well, whoever bred the dogs is at fault.
Okay.
If the dog has genetic problems, it's a human fault because they didn't take responsibility with the dog, and you've got problems.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I see, and I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I also think that some dogs just might naturally be different and might have a different wiring in their head. They're just maybe they're hyper or they're
Yeah, like what if your dog was from the streets of Puerto Rico?
Like mine.
Like a little pot cake?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine,
Is it a pot cake?
If they call it a sato.
A sato.
I got it from a...
Indonesians call it satay and put it on a stick.
Yeah, it's not. But this is the kind of dog, like, look, I got it from a rescue organization, Puppy Angels. I thought it was a wonderful experience. And the dog is one of the best dogs I've ever had, if not the best dog I've ever had. But my question is, I'm going to start off, and I got some questions from listeners here, is, you know, when you talk about it being the owner, it's interesting to watch people come into the house and how it reacts differently to one person versus another. Andy comes in, the dog no problem. Scotty comes in, the dog no problem. Laura comes in, the dog no problem, but then takes a very sort of defensive stance. Even though at Laura.
Yeah. Even though, and also when I come in, no problem. But when I brought my kids in, huge problem.
Yeah.
I'm talking. There was mace in the hallways. We had shields out. It was crazy.
Was there any leg humping involved?
No. Just it wanted to like climb their face.
We had that taken care of.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we had that taken care of.
I'll ask you the questions that I ask everybody, okay? Because I train dogs completely differently than everybody else. Most people are just, you know, this is sit, this is down. Those are the positions of obedience. But unless you have a dog that obeys, you have a dog that's trained in obedience but is not obedient. And you really need it. It's just like kids, you need it.
She's very good. She's very good. She listens well, except, and this is the one
just
part,
got dropped.
No. This is except with what?
Are you going to now discuss what the problem that you think you have with your dogs?
No.
All right.
She does everything except the word. Like she'll be right there where you are, and if I get down on my knees, she'll come right over. But if I'm standing up,
Greg.
if I'm standing up and I say come, she'll sit there and look at me.
Okay. Here's the question.
Valerie.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a command that your dog obeys first time, every time, 100% of the time, even under distraction.
Sit with the hand. Cup the hand.
Even under distraction.
Yes. Yes.
So your dog's in here right now. You say sit, bang, dog sits.
If I put, she got to see my hand. My hand.
Well, why? Why does she have to see your hand?
Because that's what she learned.
No, that's a bribe. That's the dog saying, "Well, I'll play the slot machine and see if there's a cookie in there."
Yeah.
See the verbal.
There's always a cookie at Greg's house.
There's always a cookie in mine. I'm a 300-pounder. I like cookies.
So shut up a little bit. Okay.
I love going
like cookies.
And you go like this. Get in the car. I know you have a cookie. Get in the car.
So his dog would be sitting because that Molly's going to think that there's a treat in her.
That's right. It's gambling. It's gambling.
Even if she sees the palm and then the cup like that, like I don't hold it like it's a treat.
But it's a conditioned response that most people. You taught it with a treat, clearly.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Valerie might have done that.
You didn't go to class like you were
Do you keep? You're always raising your hand.
Well,
is this like Greg's class?
Because we also got our dogs from a rescue service.
Sure.
Can you teach my dog to pee like a guy because he doesn't lift his leg?
Sure, absolutely.
Why are my neighbor has a male dog and they don't lift their legs? Why is that?
When a lot of times they're neutering puppies too soon. 8 weeks, 12 weeks now, they're neutering them so they don't grow the right way. There's too much taken away when they take out all the testosterone.
Okay.
So a dog lifts its leg.
I'm like looking in the backyard going, I thought we got a boy!
A dog lifts its leg to mark higher than the dog that was there previously.
Okay.
So if he just doesn't have the testosterone, he's just not going to do it.
Oh, it's so disappointing.
So let me get back to Greg. So so you don't have a reliable command, and believe me, I see this day after day. People come in and say, "Oh, my dog will absolutely obey this one command," and they never do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, how does your dog let you know that it's going to go outside?
It goes to the back door and stands in front of the back door, and then will just touch the glass with their paw.
Oh, that's sweet. What does that mean in the dog's mind?
What does it mean? It means let me out. I got to pee.
It
Or
means
I want to go outside.
Open the door,
Open
monkey.
the door. Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
Who gave the obedience command?
What do you mean, for her to do that?
Yeah.
Nobody did.
No. Who gave the obedience command to get the door open?
She did.
Who followed it?
I did.
The monkey.
I will punch you right now. I don't care.
So
No,
later
I think
today.
what you're saying is like the dog is controlling him
Absolutely.
when he
So
should be
later-
controlling the dog.
Yep. So
Later
how does
today-
a dog let you know that it wants affection?
It jumps up on me and.
What does that mean in the dog's mind?
Who's wearing the leash later?
Oh, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
No,
The
no,
dog
no.
wants a
Let's
little
stay
bit
with the
of
question here,
the dog.
Mr. Kretschmar.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean in the dog's mind? Pet me, monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do?
I do it.
Okay. Who
This
gave
is the greatest
obedience
day
to it?
ever.
Who doesn't show? I don't want a
Breathe
militaristic.
it out.
I
Breathe it
don't-
out, Greg. No one said militaristic. Just go with me here. 20 years, buddy.
Okay.
I don't come in here and tell you how to mess with Kelly Brown, right, buddy? All right.
Wait a minute. You're treating me like a dog.
That's it. We have to set some boundaries in here.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead.
So, how does your dog play with a toy? How does it let you know it wants to play with the toy?
She picks the toy up in her mouth and brings it over and gets in front of me and will drop it at my feet.
I can't believable. So what happens? Who gave the obedience command to have the ball thrown?
Well, she did.
And who threw it?
I did.
Who are you?
I'm the monkey.
That's right. So I can go on all day. Okay. So when someone comes,
This is the greatest show ever.
so when someone comes into the house, especially kids, the dog says, "Well, this is my house." So I have to let these kids know, which are human puppies, that I have to take care of things right now. So I'm going to establish who's in charge right now.
Well, that makes me like her even more then. I love that attitude.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
like,
what
it
about
isn't
me?
it.
Well, you can't have your animal have that kind of attitude.
I'm not a kid, and I walked into the house.
Right.
She didn't attack. She just took a posture. That's all. She did not attack, and nor would she.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know how you did it. You know, one of the things that happens is people say, well, they'll describe the situation to you, but you have to really be there to see it. If you go on my webpage, you'll see videos of dogs trying to kill me, like literally coming after me. And people believe that this can't be fixed, and then seconds later, it's all turned around.
Yeah.
The dogs that we have,
Yep.
the male,
Yep.
spots on his tongue. Somebody, when we went to the vet and we asked about this, they said that is a sign of a dog that's this is my territory. Because our dogs will run around the backyard and they go right around the chain link fence and it's like it's theirs. And when the kids are outside playing, they're always like running in between them. It's like they're hurting them.
This is from spots on his
the
tongue.
tongue?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I don't
somebody said
understand
a sign of a dog that is territorial, which does not want anybody in the yard with the kids while they're playing. It's just spots on their tongue.
Who told you that?
The guy at the animal hospital.
Uh-huh. Well, is he full-time?
Maybe not anymore.
I'll tell you, people, that's the other part of my job is that people, everybody's a dog trainer. Everybody.
Yeah.
You have a business card. I had a aggressive dog that I was working with, and this guy came up applying for a job, and I said, what are your qualifications? He's like, oh, I just had a business card printed. Okay, so I said, well, go over and take this dog out of the kennel, and the dog tried to kill him, and the guy's sweating like Boy George eating a corn dog, and he comes over, and I said, the dog's going at the fence, and I said, show him your business card, maybe that'll help, you know? Just because you have a business card and you love dogs doesn't mean that you can do the hard work that needs to be done.
A dog can read you, as I guess
of
any
course.
animal can read you, and
Absolutely.
they can read you if you go into a situation nervous and unaware, they feel it, and it immediately gives them the upper hand.
It depends on the dog. If
Okay.
you have an aggressive dog, then yes, and usually it's out of fear. Now, I heard on the radio, because I'm an avid listener of the Buzz, that your dog went after Laura. Now, see, the owner always kind of downplays it because they're on the bum end, not the mouth end.
Let me tell you something. It got on the couch like that.
Watch your tone, Greg. Watch your tone.
You got on the,
Watch your tone, buddy.
He got up on the couch, and she may have assumed a posture.
Did it growl?
Yes.
Didn't. Yeah, like she barked a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
dogs on the couch. Ready?
Growled?
Greg, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
No.
Why? Why won't you give it to me?
Because you're a big guy, and I won't be able to do that.
Because it's your cell phone and it's valuable to you, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Now, if I take my cell phone and I have Kelly Brown over here cough on it and then jump up and down on it,
Yeah.
and tell it very dry jokes, are you going to be? Kelly's the only one that laughed on that one. Are you going to care?
Well,
No, because it's my phone.
Yeah, right.
Whose couch is it?
it's apparently hers.
And
Yeah.
what did she say? Back up, monkey.
Yeah, and that's what she said. That's what she said.
That's right. And what did the monkey do, Laura?
Me, I backed up.
Yeah.
You
I was right.
damn
I went right back to my car.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right.
That was
so
a good command you obeyed.
they establish. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, but here's a question. I've got some questions from listeners, and
Yeah,
this
let's rock 'em up.
Okay, this is Chris from Canine Solutions. If you got a dog question, try to make it. I don't have time to read, War and Peace, so keep it short.
Yeah, they got to be short. and
Gretchen,
sweet.
I have 2 dogs, Chocolate Lab and a Golden, and that I rescued. And my questions are: 1, I have a Golden for over a year, and she's still very skittish. That's the first one. So let's take that one.
Biggest problem with skittish dogs is that people try to comfort them and try to pity them and baby them. And when the dog gets afraid and is very skittish, people will do, it's a very compassionate thing. They pick up the dog if it's little, or they coddle the dog and they say, it's okay, it's okay. What you're actually saying to the dog is, yes, be horrified. We want you to be scared. Absolutely.
Okay, here's my problem, because this is the problem that I hadn't said. The dog goes to come in off the deck. I opened the door, and last week, it was a month ago actually, she just sat there, and she just stood there looking at me. I'm like, come on, come on. Then I started to get frustrated because she wasn't listening. So I go out, and I grab her by the collar, and I pull her in. Not hard, but pull her in. Now, she's afraid. She's afraid because she was a rescued dog, and I don't know what she went through on the streets of Puerto Rico because she was a street dog, and somebody obviously mistreated her. So at least that's the way I'm thinking.
Sure.
I could be wrong.
And that's called anthropomorphizing, or humanizing the animal.
Right.
The only feelings and emotions we know are human. So we take them and put them in every situation onto a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So when we don't have the answer, we say, well, this is how I would feel in that situation.
Right.
So what to do with your dog is that it sounds like you do a lot of conversating with your dog,
Yeah.
but you don't do a lot of action planning. You know what I mean? So taking the dog and going through, and then bringing the dog back, taking the dog and going through. So I think your instinct was right, but you have to keep doing that. So the dog goes, oh, I'm not going to die? Great.
Okay, so I have to go back out and just lead her in
Yeah.
by the collar
Yeah.
and let her know that she's not going to get hurt.
You know what we need to do? Do you have guns at the house?
Maybe. Yes.
Well, I'll bring a dog. We'll have to do a little in-home with you and blow your mind. You'll
With a gun?
No, if you have guns, you're going to shoot me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, well then you don't want to come over there. I didn't know why you were asking.
Is it safe to say that if you have a dog that is that way, something bad happened to it?
No, that's the thing. I work with a lot of shelters. We were just up at Augusta. We rescued this dog. It's a 12-week-old puppy that mauled one of their workers up there, and we have a nonprofit organization called Reality Bites, where we're trying to educate people that it's not the dog. We help dogs with people problems.
Yeah.
So this dog was, out of its mind, crazy, just biting people, going nuts. But everybody's saying, oh my God, how did the dog get like this? Well, it doesn't matter. If I adopt someone from Russia and they have problems, I have to deal with those problems, but I can't use the past as a crutch. Mm-hmm. You have to move them forward. In fact, one of the other shelters we were working with, someone cut the leg off a dog with a chainsaw. Oh. Yeah, and that always brings like a human emotion. Everybody goes, oh my God. There's people out there right now going, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. That's horrible. But this dog was a lab and happy, running around, bouncing. But the lady couldn't do obedience with it because she didn't want to be mean to it,
right,
because it had had a bad past.
Right.
Well, the dog still needs rules, still needs boundaries in society. It needs to learn how to function. Yeah. So it's not going to get put to sleep for biting someone or getting hit by a car. Right. The past matters, but it doesn't matter.
Don't all pets, especially dogs, want some kind of structure in their life? Without the structure, then they don't feel loved.
It's a society now where we're kind of not the norm. There's clicker training, there's gentle leaders, there's anything but training, anything that just makes your dog's life wonderful. When people see my dogs on the street, or these guys, all these little monkeys over here, when they see them on the street with their dogs, they think, oh my God, what a great dog. They don't realize how much work went into the dog. It's just like kids. If the kids are a problem, then it's really not the kid's fault, is it?
Yeah, if you go to a restaurant with little kids running around, it ain't the kid's fault.
No, that's right.
It's the parents' fault.
That's right. And most people think nowadays dogs don't need jobs, and they do. They were bred to serve us, and now we serve them. So there's a lot of confusion going on.
We proved that in the first 5 minutes, didn't we?
Yes, monkeys.
Yes, we did.
Pretty harshly, actually. A little rough on me.
I don't think it was harsh. But